Welcome to the Boss Your Brain and Business Show. All right. In this episode, I am going to share what happens in your brain when you think I don't like social media. All right. All right. Welcome to the Boss Your Brain and Business Show. We are going to share in this episode what happens in your brain when you think, I don't like social media. Okay. So, if you are a coach who wants to grow your audience and impact, but you don't like being visible, you don't like showing up on social media, you don't like video, and you want to, you need to know this so that you can successfully move beyond this place. All right. My name is Coach Kim. I'm a certified life and business mindset coach for brilliant Christian coaches and service based entrepreneurs. I simply help them make more money, have more impact in their lives, in their businesses, using two powerful things they already possess: their thoughts and their beliefs. I can't wait to share with you what I and my clients have learned and put into practice to help us change our relationship with social media and create a thriving online coaching business because of it. Now, be sure to stay till the end because I'm going to tell you how to get access to my exclusive download called the Thought Management Map. It's the worksheet that my clients use to get unstuck and manage their brain like a boss so they can create clients and grow their coaching business. So, are you ready to find out what happens in your brain when you think, I don't like social media? All right, let's get ready. All right, let's jump into this. So, let's talk about what happens in your brain when you think, I don't like social media. All right, so let's talk about first who this is for. If you are a coach who wants to grow your social media and impact, but you don't like being visible, showing up on video or social media, but there's something in you that wants to, and you see the value in using social media as a tool to help you with your business goals. Okay, so this is who this is for. This is not for the person that doesn't like social media and they don't want to change their mind. They want to continue with not liking social media. All right, so I have coach clients and I meet coaches who don't like social media, and I've heard from some that actually hate it. It's like the enemy personified. Like it is literally Satan. They don't like social media. And so it's this focus on how much they hate it that keeps them stuck. And this is why, because they haven't identified what they do like, how they do want to grow their business, how they do want to show up. And since they haven't identified that, they don't go all in on that. And so it's this focus on the dislike and the dislike and the hate rather of social media that keeps them stuck. Okay, so this is who this is for. You don't like it, but you want to like it because you see how valuable of a tool it is. Now, before we get to what's happening in your brain, you first have to identify why you don't like it or why you hate it. Okay? Now, here's the thing: since nothing can make you feel, nothing outside of you can make you feel an emotion, you create your feelings with your thoughts. You get your power back to feel when you choose how you feel. Okay? And you choose how you feel by choosing your thoughts. So when you understand how you're thinking about social media and how it's making you feel, that's when you get your power back. But when it has this power over you that I don't like it, I hate it, it is the enemy, I'm not showing up, but you want to, right? It has your power because you're giving it your power to feel. So we need to first get your power back so you can identify, well, why don't I like it? Why do I hate it? Okay, so here are the questions you're going to need to answer before you make any decisions from the dislike or hate of social media. And this is what I see. The decisions we're making in our business is from dislike and hate. It's not a very empowering place to make a decision from in your business, that you want to serve people, that you want to grow, you want your business to grow and be sustainable, but you've made decisions from the place of, I hate this, I don't like this. That's not an empowering place. So we want you to get your power back before you make decisions from the dislike or the hate of social media. So these are the questions you need to answer. First, when you think, I don't like social media or I hate social media, write down, how does it make you feel? Okay, not how social media makes you feel, but how you feel when you think, I don't like social media. Okay, so take a minute, write that down. How do you feel when you think, I don't like social media? Next question to answer, what actions do you take when you feel that way? So you have this thought, I don't like social media, it's the enemy, it's the devil, and you have an emotion that has come from that, right? A very deep disdain, right? Whatever that emotion is, try to find a one-word emotion. Now you want to be aware of, what actions do I take and what actions do I not take? Okay, so the actions you take and you don't take when you feel that way, when you feel that emotion, write those down. And then lastly, you want to write down what results those actions produce for you. Okay, so you're taking a certain action from the dislike and from the hate, which is usually going to be no action at all. Okay, usually it's inaction. What results do those actions produce for you? Is there growth? Is it stagnation? Right? Is it no one knows you? You're invisible? What results do those actions produce for you? This is so important. I don't need to give you 100 reasons why to use social media. Because here's the thing. I can give you reasons why to use it, and you can start using it, and in a few weeks or a few months, you'll go back to not using it. Why? Because my reasons just gave you temporary motivation. If you want permanent change, you have to identify what's happening inside of you. What's happening inside of you? What's going on with your thinking, your emotions, your actions, your results, your beliefs? Okay. Now, once you've answered those 3 questions, the emotion that's being generated in your body when you think, I hate social media. So you got that, right? And here's the thing. I'm willing to guess that the emotion is negative. It's now an emotion is a charge in your body. So I'm willing to guess it's a negative emotion in your body. Now it's put there by one reason and one reason alone, your thoughts. So you're aware of that now, that you are creating this negative emotion in your body. And now you're aware of the actions that it causes you to take in your business. So you're aware of those actions, and I'm willing to guess that those actions are inaction, doing nothing. And then you now are aware of the result that those actions are producing for you. And I am willing to guess that those are not results that you want for your business. You want growth, you want impact, you want more income. And so now the question is, are you good with that? Are you good with that? I'm not here to change your mind. I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to help you get awareness and to ask you the questions that will powerfully serve you to show up how you decide you want to show up. Are you good with that? Are you good with the results? Are you good with how it causes you to show up? Are you good with how you're feeling when you think that? Are you good with that? If you're good with that, carry on. Nothing's gone wrong here, right? I'm not going to convince you again to like social media for my reasons. Why? Because you're good with the results you're getting. There are many people that don't use social media. Their businesses are social media optional, all right? That's good news. So if you're good with the results you're getting, nothing's gone wrong. Continue. Find what works for you. Go all in, right? On referral-based business. Go all in on in-person workshops. Go all in, right? Boots on the ground, meeting people. Hey, some people are built for that. So if you're good with those answers, carry on. Now, if you're not good with how you feel, how it makes you feel, if you're not good with how it causes you to show up, and if you're not good with the results it creates for you, and you want different, the rest of this show is for you. All right, so let's get into this. What's happening in your brain when you think, I don't like social media, I hate it, it's the enemy? All right, so we've given you a little bit of insight of what's happening in your brain. You're creating an emotion. You're creating an emotion. That emotion is creating an action, okay? You're creating an emotion, and that emotion is creating an action. You've identified that emotion by answering the question, how does it make you feel when you think I don't like social media? Now, I also want to give you another question. I want you to answer this. Actually, it's a sentence stem, so I want you to finish the sentence. Ready? Social media is. Finish that, because that's going to give you another thought. That's going to be a clue to how you think about it, which is also causing your emotions. Okay, so complete that. Social media is. Right? All right. Now, that thought, do the same thing. When I think that thought, how does it make me feel? Now, what's happening in your brain is that your lower brain, which is the amygdala, is activated here. And that part of the brain is the reactive, defensive part of the brain. So something is wrong. Oh, hold on, right? This is your brain. My girl, talking about you, my girl don't like this thing. My girl hate it. She thinks it's the enemy. Amygdala lights up. We got you, because we're here to help you and help you survive, right? To keep you from danger. You don't like this? Bet. We got you. We got you. Come on. We got our Vaseline, our Chucks on. She don't like social media. Let's go. Right? They're probably not that as animated as me, but that's the part of your brain that's built for safety. Okay, to keep you safe. If you deem social media something I don't like, that's a threat. That's a threat to my value system. That's a threat to how God has caused me to show up. That's going to damage, that's going to hurt. Your amygdala is going to step in and it's going to do its job, which is to put you in fight, flight, or freeze mode. Okay, you've likely heard about this. And so fight, right? Like Mitchell's like, oh no, she don't like it. Where she at? Point her out. Social media. She right there. Look at her. Right? Point her out. We got her. Or flight. Let's get up out of here. Get in the car. Right? Or freeze. Don't move. If nobody move, nobody get hurt. Right? I want this to stick with you guys. This is why I get animated sometimes. And because I'm just an animated coach. Right? So fight, flight, freeze. What does that look like? Well, fight looks like resisting. You're resisting it being there. You're resisting the existence that social media exists. You're resisting it. You're resisting any arguments that anyone would give you about the value of it, or if it just being a neutral tool and is how you use it. You would resist that if you're in fight mode. If you're in flight mode, what you're going to do? You're going to hide from it, man. You're going to be like, social media, me, that we don't even know each other. Right? I don't use it. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know what buttons to press. You hide yourself. You hide your value from it. And then lastly, what does freeze look like? It looks like procrastination. Right? And so notice what mode you're in when you have that thought about social media and that emotion in your body, the actions you take. Are you in fight? Are you in flight, or are you in freeze? Here's the thing. Nothing's gone wrong. This is just your brain doing its job. You have a very strong vibration that you've created from thoughts about social media. So your brain's going to put you in one of those modes. And so no matter if I come along with, oh, here's my PDF, 101 reasons to slay on social media. You can make 10K posting once a day. Right? You'll go through that and be like, oh, I guess if I have to, I will. Right? Trying to override your amygdala that way. Oh, let me do it. You'll do it for a little bit. But like I said, you'll just slide back. Why? Because that's not permanent change. That's something from the outside pushing you and forcing you to like something that in your brain you've made up. You have a belief that I don't like it. And so your brain isn't in safety because of what you're believing. And it's that simple. It's so real to you, the reasons you have that you don't like social media. But do you know there are beliefs that you have? And you know what beliefs are? Beliefs are made up. They're not what's real in the world. They're what we say are real, right? Your beliefs are true to you. Your beliefs are made up and they serve you, right? They have a very good reason. They're a good reason they're there. Most of them came from our childhood. They've come from our, leaders. They've come from those we've trusted, we've believed in, right? And so nothing's gone wrong. Now, here's the thing. You want to shift out of that, right? Remember, this is for those that want to shift. Now, it can be as simple as changing your beliefs. But I can't just leave you hanging like that because I'm not that type of coach. They're like, okay, just change what you're believing. That don't work. Okay? Let me tell you what works. What works in addition to changing your beliefs, and actually before you change your beliefs, which are optional and they're made up and you get to believe what you want, you have to process your emotions. Okay, so this is something that we don't hear enough about, but we try to change our beliefs. We try to thought swap, right? And I don't teach my clients thought swapping and just doing that. No. If you have an emotion that's been running the show, your amygdala has been the boss when it isn't, right? Your prefrontal cortex actually is the boss. The amygdala actually reports to the prefrontal cortex. That's where you think about what you're thinking about. That's where you plan in advance. That's where you veto. That's where you override. It's cortex covering. Come on, somebody. Covering the intellectual higher part of your brain, right? God set that up that way. And so you first have to process your emotions, right? So what does that look like? I can't get too much into it because of the time I have allotted here, but having an understanding of why you're feeling the way you're feeling, like why the emotion is there, normalizing the emotion being there and not resisting it being there, like literally allowing it. If you allow an emotion, it will pass through your body in 90 seconds, but we don't allow it. We resist it. We buffer. We avoid it. We suppress it. Emotions are meant to be felt, not fixed. And so when we learn that and we can process, oh, the reason I'm in fight mode, oh, the reason I'm in flight, the reason I'm in freeze is nothing's gone wrong. I'm supposed to be in these emotions. Why? Because I'm alive and breathing and I'm thinking a thought. I don't go 3 seconds without thinking a thought. If I'm thinking that the social media is the enemy personified, of course, my amygdala is going to support me and put me in freeze mode. And so that's how you process your emotions. You have an understanding of why you're feeling the way you're feeling. You normalize it. You don't resist it. You allow it to be there. Then choose the new beliefs to serve you. Now, here's the thing about this, right? I got a lot to say, but I'm just going to give you this one tip about choosing new beliefs to serve you. Ready? Choose something you already believe. Okay? There's too much out on these streets of the internet that have you choosing stuff you don't believe. And so now what happens is you got to work on believing it, and that takes a bit. We see Jesus says that believe you receive and you will have. And so we do that, but we do that with things we don't believe that we have to create the belief for. Now, there is a place for creating belief. I teach that as well. But if you really want to get past this in record time, you want to accelerate moving beyond this thought that has you stuck, you want to choose a new belief that you already believe. And when you do that, you will rewire your neural pathways that previously had you choosing fight, flight, and freeze responses. The fastest way to do this is my thought management map. As I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I want to share with you an exclusive resource. It's called the Thought Management Map. Okay. This is literally the worksheet that my clients use to get unstuck and manage their mind like a boss. All right. It's coming up on the screen now. I am allowing you to have this for free. This is in my paid coaching program. So if you want it, just comment map below. Okay, comment the word map below, or you'll see a link somewhere in the description here of this video, and I'll send you the link. Okay, I cannot wait for you to have this step-by-step process. Let me show you a little bit of this page. I gotta just move my screen around. All right, so along with this map, you get the worksheets that correspond with it. We haven't been taught how to manage the thing we do the most. You think more than anything, right? You don't go 3 seconds without thinking a thought. 3 seconds, right? But have we been taught how to manage our mind, how to take thoughts captive and make them obedient to Christ? Well, you need your hands on the thought management map. Comment the word map below. We need to get this into your hands. If you want to get your power back from things outside of you, like social media, and you can substitute social media for anything, right? There's a lot of things we've given our power away to. Oh, I don't like doing that. I would never do that. Oh my gosh. It's like, who's in charge here? Let's get our power back. Thank you all. Man, I know I was comical with this one, but sometimes it's medicine, right? The comedy is medicine, because I'll just share this with you and then we'll say goodbye. But your girl was stuck here for a few years. So I haven't always been like this bold, just showing up every day, right? I was just like, right? I had some thoughts about social media that wasn't serving me. And so God actually was my helper during that time. He led me through that. And so I don't want you to go through what I went through, because it took me like 2 years to get past this, to really see that it was my thoughts, to really see it was the emotions that I was creating in my body that put my brain on the assignment: protect her from social media, have her procrastinating like a mug, have her dragging her feet, don't have her off of social media for weeks and months at a time, just have her because she don't like it. And so God walked me through that. So it's a couple of years, right? And what suffered? My business certainly suffered, right? Because I didn't get past it. And what else suffered? Because my business suffered. I suffered. My income suffered. My family suffered. The people I was called to suffered. And so this is why I show up the way I did for you, giving you a little medicine with it, because I don't want you to go through what I went through, because I would just give it to you straight, right? Like, no medicine here, take it. Right? This is what you need to do. And so get your hands on the tool so that you can get past this. Thank you for tuning in to the Boss Your Brain and Business Show. You're the boss now. Go boss your brain and business.